Might help if I turn my mic on. How's everybody doing today? Hope everyone's well. I have been just kind of chilling, just got back from the chiropractor, and ready to stream a little bit of Heavensward. Let's see. Looks like we are still up in Carathis, looking for Iceheart. Haven't really done much offline. I kind of grinded out Scholar, got Scholar up to level 30. Gonna try to start leveling that offline as my new, main healer. But we'll see how that goes. Oh, that's right, I can't fly. Master Elmater, our findings, you say? Well, there's something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters when we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. Oh, accidentally skipped it. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves. Alphino looks great in that outfit. Oh. It's a polar bear. It's dead as hell. Oh. Y'all are gonna make me sad making me kill polar bears. I love bears. Bears are like my favorite animal. I know that they would kill me, but they're just friend-shaped. This side? Nope. Am I supposed to go upstairs and talk to Alphino now? Oh no, speak with the expedition leader outside, okay. The beast is slain then. My thanks, Master Elmater. We may return to off duty without fear of a mauler. Oh, hey, wind up Alphino. That's pretty chill. The expedition leader is a promising lead to aid you in the search for Lady Iceheart. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere these beasts mauled my comrades appeared to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divined some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. 'Tis hardly a choice at all. We going inside? Seems like a bad place to put your letters, right there in the stables. But what do I know? I'm not a heretic. Have you recovered much of the heretic's correspondence? Here you go. Splendid. Added to the contributions from Master Leverlure and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. What have we here, then? Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the the Gorgagni Mills heretics, and their fellows in the Ak-Afa amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. We've already been there. Athena seems intent on traveling to the Ak-Afa amphitheater. We've already been there. You want me to do like the extreme or something? The Ak-Afa amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? That's right. If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend, Moonbreeder, succeeded in recreating the Ak-Afa beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant aetherite would only be temporarily viable. But given that the heretics of Gorgagni Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. I suggest we make for the aetherite within Snowcloak without delay. Hey, you're a nerd. Thank you for the help. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the western highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the aetherite from this side of the wall? It should. House Durandare posted soldiers in the western highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Alright. Guess we're headed that way then. Can I teleport there? I can't. You know, I can listen to a quality audiobook, but not this terrible Audible reader. Have a good stream. Yeah. It's not my fault that they speak normally and then throw in a few ye old words every here and there. They're audio readers? Oh, gotcha. Later, loser. Ah, the guests of House Vortex, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you're welcome to enter the tunnels if that's your will. Assuming the Ak-Afa beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. That's a dumb fucking part. The heretics do not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Yeah, I don't think that they'll be happy. But that's okay. I think that's fine. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Maybe you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Hello? There we go. Dogs of Ishgard, it is not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Why are you guys wearing imperial robes? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish to speak only with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with a dragon sight. And we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. They give us little choice. Come, brothers, may dragon wings bear us to victory. Not exactly the reception that you would hope for. I do good AoE damage. Oh, there's more. You're casting stone, so you're a healer. Get bodied. Why has Stinian got voice lines though? I'm not complaining. What? By the Fury, they partake of the blood of dragons. Seven hells, can dragon blood truly bring about such a transformation? Apparently. We should not have come to it, Guardians. That's a cool concept. Let's just kill all these guys. All the, like, mages and stuff, and then we'll focus on the named guy. You're fortunate indeed. Behold the true power of our faith. At last, a foe I might sink my lance into. Yeah, go ahead and body him, Estinian. Estinian, no, there's the bigger one. Focus on the bigger one. The big one, Estinian. Estinian! Okay. I'm gonna take a couple of allergy pills real quick before I continue. The snow up here is starting to melt, and it's letting, like, what's the word? Like, a bunch of pollen that was under the snow just free into the air, and it's really bugging my allergies. They fight like demons. His death to remain. Yeah. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Estinian? I suspect it's a heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber, by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. Sorry. A fascinating tale. We should make haste of this ashen isle. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the frozen beast, however, there's another place I would visit first. I am told the Convictus has set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jean-Talot, may have information of use to us. But mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The Convictus are dragon slayers after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. Makes sense. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Yeah, if there's more Dragon Slayers for us to, bring on board, it's probably a good idea. Oh, it's still on the same map. This is not where I thought it was. I can't select it. There it is. Excuse me, you're on fire. Are you aware of that? Oh, I don't think it's gonna bother you that much. You're pretty high up there. Well, what have we here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? The hard-eyed ad looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wind claims your corpse. I beg your pardon. Be not so quick to judge. I've seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. And who are you to question my... By the Fury. That armor, that lance, the Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jean-Talot, a leader of the Convictors and fellow slayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? We're killing heretics. Want to join? Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be, somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question some of them yourselves. Thank you, we shall. Chrysanthemum, Estinian, let us make our way through the camp and see what information there is to be had. This would be good XP, if I wasn't level 60 already. Ooh, Ether Currents. I remember you. How could I forget? Oh, you're not main story. There's Alpha now. What are you? Ooh, Ether Currents. I'll accept these and I'll do them off stream. Trying to keep the stream mostly just to main story content. Main story or job quests. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can. Hi. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every Rightmo, Vermont, and Lieutenant that wanders in and out of camp? Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass under my very nose and I would be none the wiser. I hunt dragons, my dear fellow. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Okay, bozo. Dude thinks he's hot shit. Hi, I'm in your personal space. Could you put... Oh, I'm sorry for almost stabbing you in the forehead with my horn. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother a Paraquet or someone? I've enough trouble keeping those preening fops fed and clothed as it is. 'Tis no trouble of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Bro's just over here having a little smoke. Something I can help you with, my lord. Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself. Well, that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information that you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. Why are you gonna say it like that, Alphina? If it please, my lord, I'm Paraquet, a soldier by trade. Well, not much of one, if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Jean-Talot's father. Still, as long as they keep paying my wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of low-born lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. Hey, Estinian, how you doing, buddy? And once they got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine... Oh. Hey, how you doing, Ryder? Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks. Apparently, send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. Yeah, let's just go, like, set a little trap for him, I guess. Ooh, Aether Current. Gimme, gimme, gimme. How's the MSQ going? Freaking love Heavensward. It's going good so far. It's been kind of slow going because I've been leveling up classes and stuff like that and just doing side content, mostly off stream. But I'm enjoying it. Things are starting to pick up, so I'm getting a bit more hyped with it. I'm kind of surprised that I haven't had any new dungeons or, like, trials or anything like that so far. That's, like, one of the main reasons that I had to get myself to level 60. Is because... Whoops. I really wanted to wear this helmet. Treasure Mask can be a lot of fun and good money maker later on. Yeah, I want to get up to the higher level ones. Literally, my entire reason for getting, like, back into it as hard as I have is because I really want the Figmental Dark Knight weapon. It looks so good. But it's like 10 mil and I want to earn it myself. So it's gonna be a little while, especially because I then went and spent a bunch of money on glams. I'm really happy with this one for just like fishing and stuff like that. And then for some of the more labor focused jobs, I threw together this one. Threw together this one, which I'm pretty happy with. But yeah, I'm excited. What is this? Yeah, those new ones are real expensive. I'm gonna give it some time until the prices drop dramatically. They always do. Yeah, I get the feeling that by the time I'll get up there, it'll probably be like half the price. You like the glams? Hell yeah. Appreciate it. Are you giving me... Oh, you're giving me a new dungeon. Hell yeah. Wait, where did my main story quest go? Oh, I forgot to pick it up. We started chasing after a side quest. You like them? Oh, thank you. A friend of mine was going to be having a Pokemon tournament for his streamiversary, but it ended up getting canceled. But I commissioned this anyway, and I do not regret it. Mimikyu is my favorite Pokemon, and it turned out fantastic. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of procuring a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard a tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged to deep violet. You're a proven hunter of some note, are you not, Chrysanthemum? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alphino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. It will take both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Okay, I'll go kill some yaks. Did you ever see the Black Mage model I got done? It does. Oh, I'm gonna wait a second for my health to come back before I fight this dude. Jumping off a cliff before a fight is not my brightest decision. No, that should be fine. Oh, I would have been fine. This thing does no damage. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it more than I'd liked Paladin, at the very least. I don't know if I'm going to swap when I get Gunbreaker. Think I'll at least give that one a shot. I think that it might be my favorite class so far. It is my highest level one at the very least. Yeah, it's a good time. I got a crazy boost in stats because this was like the first actual glam I put together. It was just like the Virtue Chaos set from PvP. So I completely forgot about actually updating my armor. I basically went from all level 50 gear to all level 60. So it was quite the boost in stats. I'm in the process of maxing my Dark Knight. Got like 2 more levels and then just a few on Gunbreaker. All the tanks are done. Hell yeah. I didn't think that I was gonna be in that same boat of like maxing out all of the jobs. But this game's dangerous for somebody like me who is like, in WoW, I was obsessed with making alts to try out all the different classes and stuff. Once you get further in and start using poetic gear to gear up your characters, you'll mostly take 10 level breaks and gear for them. Makes sense. But yeah, right now I am sitting at... Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 6 classes at 50 plus. Haven't really touched physical ranged, I don't know. It's never really been me. How do I get up here? Did I just miss the angle? I did just miss the angle. I saw the mount that you get for having all the combat classes at 100 though. And it looks pretty nice. So it would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Elfina. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Yeah, here you go. The 90 reward sucks butt. Oh no. The one for 100, when I was looking at it, it almost looked like...
I should have known it would be you.
It almost looked like a Twitch mount. Like something from a Twitch drop. But, like, better. Somebody is messaging me. Oh, no, they are not. They are trying to add me. Probably spam. I'll deal with that later.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
We want to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion. If you but knew the truth, the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me, that which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe first sought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin, a war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva.
Okay, like the Primal.
While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Heavensward in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Heavensward, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him.
But then she turned out to be a god.
Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity. Though loath to perform the deed, Hraesvelgr ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound.
Just decide that is really sad.
Man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart.
Okay.
Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
You just had that in your pocket?
Good gods!
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the Eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels, and the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
Fucking Astidian. Love that armor going through the game the first time I was a Dragoon. It makes me want to. Like, he looks dope. Oh, crystal time.
Is aught amiss, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
You want me to rest here? In the, like, middle of the snow? I'm not just gonna sit here and chill.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were. Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
Okay. I gotta say it. I know that they recently, like, within the past couple years, did a bunch of, like, visual updates to stuff, especially going through and changing the lighting. Why does Nidhogg, or, not Nidhogg, why does Midgardstormer look like that? Like, he looks so low-res. My man needs an update. I can count the number of polygons that were used. None of these really do anything for me. So I'll probably take money. Your chrysanthemum, yes? Pray address me as Isael. Isael? I'm gonna go with Isael for now. Pray address me as Isael if you wish. It is passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the Chocobo Forest. You look cool as hell, Ice Commander. What the hell? You look sick. And you're not attacking me. Oh, it's because I ran behind you. Oh god, that's a long way. Oh, it's not that long of a way. Yeah, I think that Dragoon might be my next DPS class that I level up. After I finish working through Ninja.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
This place looks nice. It's not all snow. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest's branches. It'll be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned? There's a village here? But I thought these lands were the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? Welcome to the Dravanian Forelands. It looks good. The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marsa Champ, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. And he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Calm down, Estidian. Embrace the journey, my guy. Give me that green thing. Yummy. Oh. Let him go. Let him go. That's sad. I don't want to be here anymore. Chocobos should be raised like, just like breed them and raise the ones that hatch from the eggs. Leave these ones alone. Give me that ether real quick before I forget. Yoink. Alright, who am I looking for? I think they're in this building. Let me just make sure to mend my stuff real quick. Hi, buddy. Well, tan me hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. Oh, and if it ain't the lovely Isa. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Martha Champ, that it has. My companions and I are on a pilgrimage to Salmon. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Bro, you can't just be stand-stop leaning on the wall like that and not have people think that you're just like an edgelord. I respect the commitment to the drip. Come on, man. Of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. The dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. He's way too cool. He thinks so. Forgive me, sir, but I'm not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did I say I'll not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them tower in Calum trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves, which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know it won't stop your sail here, but the dragons ain't the only thing I need to keep an eye out for. I missed the rest of it. Oh well. I guess give me, let's see. Pugilist, Monk, Samurai, Rogue Ninja, Viper. We'll do that. Worse the dragons. I dare say you're wondering what could possibly be worse than dragons, eh? Well, I'll tell you. The bloody Nath. They're what you might get if you crossed an antling with a megalocrab and taught the thing how to walk on two legs. What? It sounds horrible. I don't want to be here anymore. I never used to stray far from the hives out of fear of the dragons, but they've gotten a lot more aggressive of late, sending out war parties from mums in all directions. They've even taken to harassing the Dravanians in their own lairs, if you can believe it. And when they venture into the forest, which is more and more, by the way, they certainly ain't afraid to come after my lot. You can only imagine how much worse it'd be closer to the Nath's home territory. Voice cutscene? Nope. It would seem that much has changed in Dravania. The Nath were not wont to cause such strife when I lived here. You lived here, in Dravania? Aye, 'twas in the time following the calamity. My family was dead, my home was gone, and I had fled from the bitter cold into these lands. I knew not the paths of the forest then, and wandered out from under the protection of its boughs. That was when I chanced upon Heavensward. He had descended from his mountain lair to hunt for food. My exhausted mind could not contend with the sight of the majestic worm, nor the vision of the past his presence visited upon me. Thankfully, Martha Chubb found me unconscious from my unconscious form at the edge of the trees and nursed me back to health, and in Tailfeather I remained for some time. Hence your familiarity with the locals, but I interrupted you. You were saying these Nath were once a peaceful people? Peaceful would not be the most fitting description. They are a fiercely territorial tribe, and any who intrude upon their domain are attacked without hesitation or quarter. Outside the borders of their homeland, however, they were rarely hostile. Indeed, they were even able to trade with them on occasion. They've changed, then. What of it? We have not the time to creep through the underbrush on some roundabout route. I said we make straight for Samal and crush any unruly insect we meet underfoot. A more direct path, then. Very well. Let us follow the first trail west out of the forest, and make for the statue of the Stained One. From there, we should have a fair view of the road that leads to Samal. Shall we? Yeah, I don't mind a more direct route. Oh, you look cool. Oh, you're an actual player. I like that drip. Oh, so this is all probably like Stormblood stuff, right? I mean, that makes sense. They're level 70. Am I able to just pass right through here? Okay, I am. Cool. Thought I was gonna have to go around. I get the feeling that Stormblood is where I'm going to be getting a lot of my drip. At least for now. I also get the feeling that I should level up my samurai so that way I can, like, match the vibe. You sense a hostile presence. Well, come on then. Bonk. I love my big dumb club. I know it's supposed to be a sword, but it's just fun to bonk things. Ooh, Aethercon. Gimme. Hello? There we go. Hard to tell where my actual body is on the Alta Roitai. Whee! Oh, there's only even 2 of ya. It's not even worth my time doing 8 AoE. But I get it. It's like they fit the same vibe. Should we chance to meet Marsa-champ again, remind me to thank him. Had he not warned us to expect the Nath, I doubt I would be standing here. Amid ruins that I would tentatively describe as Ishgardian, the style, if not quite identical, betrays a definite resemblance. You have the scholar's eye, Master Alphino. This structure is, in fact, over 1,000 years old. It is a remnant of the age when our ancestors and dragonkind lived together in peace. Huh. You claim this is evidence of our harmonious past? I was taught that these buildings were constructed by heretics, in honor of your Dravanian masters. This rebel inspires no such awe in me. Stubborn fool. How desperately you cling to the false teachings of your beloved Holy See. Enough, both of you. You threaten the success of our mission with this incessant squabbling. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda more leaning towards her, just because we've had the Holy See lie about stuff trying to get rid of us already. So, like, I'm kind of leaning a bit more on the heretic side. Chrysanthemum, pray reason with these two. Our goals are the same. Quite. Lest you forget, our goal is to prevent a war which will claim the lives of Dravanians and Ishgardians alike. If we are to accomplish this, you must learn to tolerate each other's presence. Trust in Chris's gift. In time, the secrets of history will be brought to light. Let that be enough, Estinian. You would have me keep my counsel until Chris's visions confirm the truth? Very well. Debate be not. Our meeting with Hrace Velger will likely provide the catalyst Chris's gift requires, as it did mine. Let us press on. Give me... that one. Oh, there's a dragon in that picture. Looks like we're having our meeting now. Spy you the 3 great towers to the west. Ishgardians know them as Annex Shrine. The place serves as a roost for Hrace Velger's lesser kindred. If we are to reach the peak of Samal, then we must first beseech these dragons to open the way. But do not be disheartened. The one who leads them is a friend. Of rather more concern is the disposition of the Nath. Let us survey the approach to the towers and see if the path is clear. Off the riding music and stuff, but it always makes me so happy. I don't know how they could go and just shut it up. Give me one sec. Somebody's pinging me. Oh, Marley went live. Very cool. 'Tis as I feared. The road ahead is teeming with Nath soldiers. Marsa-champ did not exaggerate then. These beastmen have grown brazen indeed if they would threaten the dragon so openly. Do they intend to assault the lair itself? I pray they do not. Mighty though the Dravanian friends are. they are yet vulnerable to the Nast muskets. There is no route save the one before us. Should the beastmen offer battle, we have no choice but to accept. I'll hit him with a stick. Something tells me we're about to get jumped on the road immediately ahead of us. I wonder if there's a mod. I'm sure that there is. I haven't, like, touched any mods, and I definitely won't be because I streamed this and I don't want to get hit by, like, a ban. But I wonder if there's a mod that changes these to, like, the Dio menacing symbol. I feel like there should be. Bonk, bonk. I need to get into the habit of using that more and actually keeping my darkness gauge up. God damn, that was a big hit. What the hell are you? You're horrifying. Does your mouth go all the way up? Yeah, it sure does. You're terrifying. Got somebody doing some mining. Does your mouth go all the way up? Look. It had an unusually long mouth. Who's next? There you are. Man, I keep drinking more and more caffeine, and I keep yawning anyway. It's weird. It's like anytime I start streaming and I start talking more, I take no pleasure in killing the Nath. 'Twas to avoid bloodshed that I agreed to join you on this journey. Well, it cannot be helped. We may proceed into the courtyard together, but leave the task of hailing its occupants to me. And keep your lance on your back, Dragoon. On my word to the Warrior of Light, I shall start no fight, only finish it. You truly are beyond salvation. Come on, then.
Vidofnir!
Oh, voice actor cussing. Hey, I have a mount. Oh, never mind. It doesn't look like you.
Ah, 'tis thee, little one. From above I did mistake thee for a Nath. 'Tis well I chanced to look again, or thou wouldst now be ash.
Dear Vidofnir, how I have missed you. Would that I had come sooner, and not out of dire necessity.
Thou art troubled. Speak that I might know thy plight. Thou wouldst have father admonish his brood brother.
I would end this war without further bloodshed.
How am I to believe thee, little one, when thine own companion beareth Nidhogg's stolen eye?
Real quick, I just want to check, did my stream freeze? Hold on. Oh, yeah, but I only paused it.
Or I shall gouge out one of yours.
You forget yourself, sir. We are here on a mission of peace.
My sires will forbiddeth me from inviting discord to our home. 'Tis for this reason and no other that thou still drawest breath, knight.
Vidofnir, please. We must be allowed to convey our intentions to Hraesvelgar in person, with words of our own choosing. Grant us this favor, and open the way to Som Al.
Thou hast ever been welcome, little one. But I cannot grant thy wish. I am bound to remain here and protect my kin from the Nath's god.
The Nath have summoned a primal.
That makes so much sense. That explains why they're more aggressive.
Pray excuse my forwardness, but if we were to eliminate the threat to your territory, would you consent to Lady Izel's request?
Yeah, just add another one to my list.
Ha! Dost thou imagine thyself equal to the task? To succeed where dragons have failed?
Yeah.
"'Tis beyond thee, mortal. But thou art welcome to try, nonetheless. Only know that idle promises shall avail thee naught."
Okay, bye.
It would seem we have no choice but to make good on Alphino's offer. Why must our every bid for peace breed yet more war?
Oh, we're gonna have a trial soon. I guess get more ninja gear. This place is a sanctuary too? Let me go tune to this Aether. I get to see if I can do my next class quest. I can't remember what quest it was locked behind. Isael seems occupied with thoughts of the Nath and their primal. It's okay, I've killed a lot. So the Nath have summoned their god, and thus is the mystery of their newfound belligerence laid to rest. Are you not glad, Lady Iceheart? I thought you would applaud them for summoning a primal to further their own ends. After all, you did. I did not reach out to Saint Shiva to further mine own ends. I desired her strength only to forge anew the peace between man and dragon. But what a fool I am to speak of peace to you, a bloodthirsty savage who murders without thought or compunction. Enough! Enough, I say. If the Nath have truly brought forth their deity from the Aether, we must face it together or watch our hopes fall apart. All now rests upon this primal's defeat. But ere we think of confronting it, we must first study its origins. What is the nature of this god? What manner of faith sustains its existence? My apologies. You are right, of course. Let us return to Tailfeather and consult with Marsachamp. He knows more of the Nath and their culture than most. Not gonna lie, I think that I'm probably stealing the concept of the primals from my D&D setting. I had wanted to have a separate set of gods for a long time that are more like... So in my D&D setting, most of the humanoid gods are born out of people's belief. Like, it has a very strict system of, like, the more people believe in something, the stronger that thing gets. But I also wanted to have some that are, like, naturally occurring. And so I think that I'm gonna yoink the primal idea for that second. Because the primals are cool as hell. Oh, back already, are we? Huh? Met the Nath, did you? Oh, I still have it on autoplay. Summoned a primal, you say? 7 hells. Well, I don't know bugger all about Nath religion, if I'm honest. Beyond their trade and habits, there never seemed much point in asking. But it shouldn't be that hard to find out. From time to time, we barter with a small hive to the north and west of here. Outcasts from the main tribe, from what I understand. I reckon they'd be willing to tell you about themselves, if you give them the right incentives. That sounds promising. And what exactly would a Nath consider to be the right incentive? Oh, nothing your average hunter couldn't scrounge up in a day or two. But seeing as you're in a hurry, you might want to divide the chores amongst yourselves. You'll want a good-sized jar of landtrap nectar, a basket of Calum tree fruit, and, always a Nath favorite, a generous portion of young Nanka flesh. I shall gather the fruit. Leaping to the lower branches of these forest giants should present little challenge to me. Then I shall collect the nectar, with Master Elfino's arcane assistance. And that leaves you to bring home the meat. You'll need to carve it from the smaller Nankas that live in the rivers. 3 big hunks should be enough, I reckon. Once you've got everything together, you'll need to set it down at what we call the trading post here. I'll mark the spot on your map for you. You've been most kind, Master Hamarsa-chan. Well then, let us attend to our respective tasks, and reconvene at the trading post. I need hardly add that the last one there is a rotten Nanka egg. Shut up, Alphino. What's a Nanka? Is that a Nanka? Yeah. Oh, okay, I just have to kill the little ones. Well, I get the feeling that Mom there isn't going to have a very good, like, time with me killing her kids. Or maybe she won't care. Yeah, it doesn't really look like she cares all that much. Tanky little shits. That's 32. Need 1 more. So the Namkas are like little water bugs? What are you? Let me get a closer look at you. Yeah, you're like a weird bug turtle thing. It's kinda cute. Oh well. Alright, deliver it to Alphino, who is over here. So. Oh, just straight north? Okay. can get one as a minion as well. Oh, hell yeah. They're kind of cute. I kind of like them. Speaking of minions, somebody gave me just a totally random one earlier. Hold on. What is it? It's in here, I think, right? No. Minion guy. Somebody gave me this little Tengu doll. Just randomly, I was, at the, Immortal Flames working on my squadrons, and they message me, like, as I'm inside working on my squadrons, just, hey, do you want a doll? It's like, sure, why not? I was able to gather a goodly amount of nectar from the land trails, though I would not have known how to harvest it without Misael's help. Do you have the non-Kimi? Here you go. The tender tailmate of an underdeveloped Ninkinanka. Oh, I did kill kids. Damn it. Splendid. I shall put this with Estinian's fruit and assemble a suitably generous-looking hamper for the Nath. I guess give me the shoe. No, give me these shoes, I guess. Yeah. Yeti Fang Rings. Ooh. Well, everything appears to be in order. Assuming no one has any objections to my choice of presentation, I shall place our offerings at the trading post as instructed. Were I of the Nath, I think I would be suitably impressed. Well, how long must we wait? Should we have sounded a signal or some such? Calm yourself, Master Alphino. Our offering has not gone unnoticed. Yo, you look so cool! I haven't taken a very close look at the other guys because they were trying to stab me. You look rad as hell. Long has it been since such hunters last came to trade, bearing gifts that filled the air with such delightful scents. Land trap nectar, Calum tree fruit, and Nanka flesh. What delectable foods you have brought for us. Our meager existence is much enriched by your bounty. Come, hunters. Come to our hive if you would trade. Cramped and stifling our homes are, but the rancid incense keeps the dragons at bay. Cramped, stifling, and horribly smelly. But better to live in stench than be cracked and crunched by dragon jaws, yes? Come, come, it is not far. You guys are so cool looking. You can get their armor? Oh, that's hype. I want it. Alright, where's your home? I'm coming. They're cool little guys. I'll have to figure out how to get the armor. Let me in. Your friend said I was cool. Your presence has been announced to the storyteller. You must speak to our chosen leader in words, for we are Vath. We are the non-mind. Oh, hello. What is this? Oh, well, wind up Priest Velger. Wait, he's got such a big head. I love him. He's such a goofy looking dude. It's a beast tribe? Okay. That's not bad. Welcome to our hive, hunters. You have brought delicacies much sought after by our people, and we are much pleased. What would you have in return? Honored Elder, pray allow me to begin by thanking you for welcoming us into your home, and for accepting our humble offerings. My companions and I are come in search of knowledge, specifically knowledge of your people's god. Knowledge alone? What strange hunters you are. But if it is words you desire, then words you shall have. We are the Vath, the non-mind, and to speak is our fate. You will hear the tale of Nath's god, of the god the One Mind summoned into our midst. The One Mind? These are the Nath who reside in the main colony? Yes, they are the one, connected. But let us begin the story at its beginning. I almost... Me and my brother sometimes quote that TikTok. The in the beginning. Some moons ago, a single dragon flew in from the east, bleeding, weak. It fell from the sky and into the hive, where it was swarmed by my brethren, and with spear and spell and musket, the dragon was slain. 'Twas likely one that had fled battle with my kinsman. I should commend you for finishing the job. Dragons are fierce and terrible adversaries. The One Mind would always cower when their winged shadows passed over the ground, but no longer. They had learned that a battle-weary Dravanian was easy prey. Thus did the Overmind decide to heed the words of the black-robed men, the fucking Asiacs. The One Mind would call forth our god and unleash his blades upon the dragons. Dravanian lands would become Nathlands, and ever larger would grow our domain. But our god ever hungers. The price he demands in crystals far exceeds the rewards for this war. We of the Vath despise and revile his insatiable existence. Thank you for giving me a present for listening to you. I'll take this one. I call upon the power of a primal for the greater good, conscious all the while that I do so at grave cost to the land. I reason that it is a necessary evil, and willingly shoulder the burden of my sin. In suggesting that such crimes can be justified, you may argue that I presume too much, but you must surely see that I am aware of the magnitude of my transgressions. Not so the Nath. They summon their deity for no greater purpose than to expand their dominion. To a scion of the Seventh Dawn, one sworn to eliminate the primal threat, the distinction you draw seems questionable at best. But the fact remains my own grandfather risked unleashing the power of the 12 in an attempt to prevent the calamity. Thus, while I may not condone your actions, I at least understand them. Not so the Nath, as you rightly... Oh. Hey, Muda! I appreciate the sub. How you doing? Thank you so much for the sub. I forgot that I had put a sub goal up. We're now 25% of the way. Hell yeah. Not so the Nath, as you so rightly put it. If they truly seek naught but territorial gain, I can only conclude that they are ignorant of the ruinous consequences of their god's insatiable appetite. The longer this primal is suffered to exist, the greater the suffering it will cause. It must be destroyed. Hey, not bad. We've been buried under 4 feet of snow. Jesus. We have some rough winters up here, but I don't know if we've ever gotten 4 feet. At least not that I remember. That's rough. Well, stay warm. And, like, maybe use it as an excuse to, like, stay home from work or something. How lightly you propose the destruction of this god, Master Alpha now, a being of whom we know not. Has it occurred to you that you may be sending the warrior of light to his death? No, I'd win. I'd win. No, You have the right of it, Estinian. 'Twould seem it is I who am guilty of presuming too much. No, it's okay, Alpha now. I'd win. Yeah, I live within a few hours' drive of 3 of the 10 snowiest cities in the US, so we're kind of used to it. Still, that's rough. I wonder where my city ranks on that. Like, where my state or area. Snowiest cities in the US. Yeah, we're not even on this list. My entire state doesn't even make it on that list. Damn. Pray forgive me, Chrysanthemum. No, you're fine, Alphino. I'd win. I'm built different. I do not fear my duty. I love when the game matches my energy and lets me pick something that's basically, yeah, I'd win. Wait, Chrysanthemum, not me? Wow. And just when I was thinking that I was doing pretty good, our trip up on my character's own name. Chrysanthemum need not face his foe alone. Like him, I'm blessed with the Echo's protection, and may do battle without fear of primal influence. Let me bear this burden. Do you truly imagine yourself a second warrior of light? Remind me, how many primals have you faced, my lady? Not that it matters, we know not where this god resides, or how to challenge it. Unless you mean to pray until it appears. Estinian makes a valid point. Let us speak with the Vath and learn how best to secure an audience with their deity. In this, at least, I may be of assistance. The young lord certainly appears eager to prove his worth. The Hungerer. We are Vath, we are the non-mind. We do not hear the one-mind thoughts, we cannot predict their will. Okay, good talk. Vath Fleetfoot. Put this idea from your minds, generous hunters. If you meet with our god, then he will have your souls. Surely, you are not so generous as that. You wish to meet our god. Offer yourself as a sacrifice and you will soon be brought before him. We would mourn the loss of such generous hunters, however. I mean, we could still offer ourselves and just, like, use that as setting a trap. How you doing, buddy? You are the generous hunters, yes? Many gifts you have brought, but not enough for all Vath to enjoy. Maybe you could bring us just one more? We are very fond of Nanka flesh. Yes, the meat of a young Nanka would make a fine repast. Okay, I gotta go kill another child. Hold on. I forgot that not all the MSQs were voiced in the early expansions. Yeah. But that's okay. When it comes to voicing little freaks, I don't mind. I have a few little freaky voices to use. It's when everybody tries to be all, like, talking fancy and stuff like that. Like Alphino and Isael, and the nobles and stuff in Ishgard. That's when I have an issue. Sorry, child. The silly bugs need this. Hey, a little flying capybara. Hell yeah. We have to enjoy our Nunca flesh. Have you been out hunting yet? Here you go. I killed a child for you. Give me information. Nothing says down-to-earthy folks like Alphanon. Another gift for the Vath? So unexpected. Yes. You will have more of the words you strange hunters hunger for. Listen now. The senses of the one mind are enmeshed by the overmind. What one sees, all see. What one feels, all feel. Alert a single Nath, and the whole hive is alerted. To reach our god undetected is all but impossible. Makes sense. You know, messing with a hive mind would be, like, really hard. The Vathar want to allude to certain concepts without explanation, but I believe I'm beginning to grasp a few of the fundamentals. From what I understand, the king-like overmind sits at the center of Nath society, and its presence somehow allows its subjects to communicate without need of word or gesture. These Nath, the ones who inhabit the larger hive, are known as the One Mind, and it was by their combined will that the Primal was summoned. There's Zergs and Tyranids. Yeah. It would be horrifying to try to fight a hive mind. Because, like, you would 100% just get swarmed. Then, with, like, nothing that you can do about it. Those who reside in this smaller hive, however, are the Vath, or the non-mind, who, for reasons that yet escape me, seem to have been excluded from the telepathic bond which connects their Nath counterparts. Thus are the Vath ignorant of the One Mind's thoughts and intentions. But what I'm curious about is, are they like a separate hive mind, or are they all individuals? Curious. Those who reside in the small... Oh, oops, read that already. And of the nature of their own god, in summary, we have wasted our time. Not so. Perilous though it may be, the Vath did furnish us with one certain method of approaching the Primal, as sacrifices. Should we allow ourselves to be captured in the environs of the colony, the Nath would bring us before their deity to make an offering of our souls. And then we fight. Forgive me, but let us be clear about what it is that you propose. You mean to say that we would deliberately provoke the Nath, surrender yourself into what might be generously termed as their custody, and then wait until their god arrives to claim your soul? Aye, that fairly well describes my plan. You will join me in this endeavor, will you not, Chris? I mean, yeah, worst case scenario, I fight my way back out. Judging by the great risks you took to prevent the summoning of Saint Shiva, You are not a man to err on the side of caution. You're right. Would that I would fight at your side, warrior of light, but the power of the dragon is no protection against primal influence. Forgive me, but I must remain here with Master Alpha now. Then it's settled. Chris, you and I shall challenge the guards at the entrance to the colony. Once the hive is roused, we shall feign a brief show of resistance, and then allow them to take us prisoner. Let's go. This is far from the most harebrained idea the Warrior of Light has gone along with, or will go along with in the future. I feel like we've had less sane ideas with Hildebrand. Like, and there was nothing at stake for those. This place is rad as hell, dude. Hello. Intruders, your lives are forfeit. Sure, we can... I'll let you say that for now. Anyway, one down. Second bozo down. Anybody else? Did I do too well? Doesn't seem like they want to come and arrest me anymore. The Overmind must by now be aware of our intrusion. Let us press on into the hive and ensure that we have our host's undivided attention. Excuse me. Coming through. Pay no attention to the man on the flaming wolf. Hi, buddy. Ignore me. I told you to ignore me. You're not important. Alright, fine. If you're gonna keep... Never mind. Plus, guys. Personally, I'm just fond of most of Karthus from this expansion. Snowbound Hells feel very cozy, which I suppose isn't that surprising given where I live. There is something about it. Like, after a while, it gets just a little bit old seeing just snow-covered hills everywhere, but it is a nice change of pace considering the rest of the world. It also reminds me of Icewind Dale, which was one of my favorite D&D campaigns to run. Yeah, very much so similar vibes. Yeah, okay. Glad I'm not the only one feeling that. I think that my favorite place that I've been so far, it's gotta be Ul'dah. Limsa Lominsa is really cool, being like an entire city that's like man-made on the ocean is pretty rad. But I think it's gotta be Ul'dah. That should be sufficient. If we did not have our host's full attention before, we must surely have it now. Our audience with the Primal may be granted soon after our capture. Pray advise me once you have steeled your mind for the battle to come. Let's go. Dude, will you please give it a rest? What if I run over here and break your line of sight? Will you just go away? Alright, fine. If you want to die that bad. I just can't shake the feeling of the Darnassus while I'm in Gridania. There's a little nostalgia there for me. Darnassus is from World of Warcraft, right? Is that the Night Elves? It's a Night Elf starting city. Okay. I didn't spend much time in Alliance, but I could definitely see that. I didn't play a ton, but I was more of a Horde player when I did. Or at least it was when I played, which granted was almost 2 decades ago, so who knows if it's changed. That's how I felt when I realized that the Trolls had their starting city moved. The last time that I went to go and play. Hold here, Chris. When the next Nath come, we offer no resistance. Oh, you're all so cool. Surrender. Intruders. There is no escape. Enough. We surrender. We throw ourselves upon the mercy of your god. I love the little tippy-tappies of their feet. They're little cockroaches. They're so cool. They seem eager to proceed. Good. When they take us before their lord, pray leave matters to me. If what I know of summoning rituals holds true, I shall be well placed to act. Huh. Mark the sound of the river rushing through the ravine behind us. Passing loud, is it not? I imagine the noise would serve to mark our escape should we need to withdraw temporarily. But you are prepared, are you not? I do hope so. If I were to be dragged away for sacrifice while you were haggling over the price of potions, I should not be amused. Alright, let's go to the inner chamber. This sort of thing gets increasingly hilarious as you go up in level. As random nameless NPCs that literally know you've single-handedly taken on foes that rout entire armies around you in groups of like 5 and go, ha! We've got you now! Like, yeah. It's especially funny because they're a hive mind. They know that it took no effort for me to just walk right through them. So it's like, we're really not fooling anyone here. They're kind of letting it happen. This is on them. They're throwing up gang signs. Oh no.
O Lord Ravana, master of the sacred blades, wrath of the colony, conqueror of the world, hear our prayer. Pray grant unto your devoted children the gift of your divine presence.
My voice was way off. Ravana is a really fun fight? Hell yeah. My brother was recommending their soundtrack to me. That's about all I know of them.
He comes.
Oh, those are red. Okay. Alright, I'm a fan. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, Grievous.
All strength to the colony. Speak and I shall listen. Oh, glorious General, we have captured intruders and would make unto you an offering of their life's blood.
I think this is one of the first times that we've heard a non-humanoid primal speak. Like, I'm pretty sure that we heard Ramu talk, but I can't think of any others. Well, no, maybe Garuda did. I don't know.
These feeble fleshlings dared to invade Natlands.
Hear me, Lord Ravana. My companion and I did not come to contest your children's territory.
We just came to body you.
We wished only to learn the reason you wage war against the dragons.
Thou wouldst flirt with death merely to satisfy thy curiosity. Wherefore should the glorious conquests of the Nath concern thee so, Elezen? Ah, mayhap thine own kind struggle against the worms fareth poorly, and thou art desirous of a pact.
We crave no alliance, Lord Ravana. Only peace. We would bring an end to our war with the dragons. Yet so long as they remain embroiled in this conflict with your children, our goal shall remain out of reach. Never before have the Nath risen up in such numbers, and never yet with you at their head. Why do you lead them to war?
Thy question hath no meaning. To live is but to fight. Long have my children waited, gathering their strength in the shadow of thy ceaseless conflict. The Nath would see the Dravanians slain, and their territory secured. And by such fervent prayers am I now given form and purpose.
As I feared, your very existence is an obstacle to our goal. Since you are so fond of fighting, we challenge you, Lord of the Nath.
So, one of the first times that I had ever played D&D was a big, like, one-shot server, where players would, like, make their characters and go hunt, like, monsters or do, like, bounties, and they would level up them. And one of the first ones that I had joined was themed around A Realm Reborn and the Primals. I think that I actually fought Ravana as a D&D fight. It was either Ravana or it was Gilgamesh, and I can't remember which one it was.
And should we emerge the victors, I would have you swear to withdraw your soldiers from Dravanian soil.
Thou art bold indeed to risk thy fleshy hide so readily. Very well. I, Ravana, fourfold master of the blade, do accept thy challenge.
I don't know what stats Ravana would have in D&D. He'd have multi-attacks for sure. Oh, definitely. I know that the primals themselves were difficult enough that every single one of them was labeled as a deadly encounter. As in, like, if you go up against this person, your character could possibly die, and you would have to start over from like the beginning of the bracket with a new character. So I know that they were like major threats.
But should I emerge the victor, I would have thee swear to serve in mine army till thy last breath is spent. Do you accept?
I do. And I believe the first bout is mine.
She's about to get bodied, because otherwise we would never fight. Oh? You're drawing power from the straight-up Aetherite? Very cool. Ain't no way we're fighting with Shiva on our side. There's no shot.
What is this? A god clad in flesh?
Is aught amiss, my lord? Thou wilt not break thy word, I trust.
My
Okay.
mouth is unbending as steel, little goddess. Thy ruse will but add to mine enjoyment.
Multi-attacks were hilarious at high levels in our Eberron campaign. Our barbarian got his just decide not to die ability, and he got stupid lucky on his rolls. Adim was speechless as he shrugged off dozens of hits. Yeah. Barbarians have a way of doing that. Eberron's a fun setting. You know, you should probably do something instead of just waiting for him to unfreeze. Oof. But then you wouldn't get to see his cool sword moves. So true.
thought myself stronger. Mayhap with more crystals?
Be thou god or maid, thou art nothing to me. And what of thee, mortal? Art thou warrior or craven?
Ravana's awesome. He seems pretty awesome. I love the idea of a human being able to, like, embody their god for a short time with enough power. That's dope.
A warrior, then? Good! Mayhap thou will provide more sport than thy feeble companion.
Where did you go? I thought you wanted to fight. Why did you leave? Thoughtcast Thock is now available. Hell yeah. I'll make with that close-up just to avoid having to animate a walking turn. Yeah! Smoke bomb for a cool exit, duh. So true. Oh, I've got a bunch of stuff to upgrade real quick. Did I not do that before? Hold on. Oh, I forgot to set this as my gear before. So I wasn't feeling those stat buffs that I thought I was. It was all a placebo. That's pretty funny. And now we wait. Explorer, Boots, Maharaga. Oh, yay! Let's kill Bug General Grievous. Come on, DPS. I know you've been waiting in this queue longer than just about anybody. Click the button. Please. DPS? DPS? Okay, thank you. It's made by the same guy, that makes sense. Rejoice in the glory of combat. Hell yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, this is a cool little ring. Oh god, you're cool. This song is nothing like I thought it would be. Food check. Yes, when you munch down on some mole loaf. I don't know if that's my other tank. Oh, it was my other tank. I don't know if there's going to be any silly mechanics I should have looked up beforehand, but... Oh! What? Can I have one? You're just being greedy. Ow. You're just being greedy, give me one of them. General Grievous looking ass. General Kenobi. I was gonna be on the lookout for any, any ads. So far, though, doesn't seem bad. I might need to pull aggro from my kill tank here in a minute. Never mind, looks like they're getting healed back up. They were looking rough there for a sec. Well, we got you. Oh. Oh, he said the thing. Oh, it's Darth Maul. Oh my god, he's so cool. Oh, I'm so dead. Helios, please, I'm sorry, I goofed. I wasn't watching. Thank you, healers. I think we can probably just burst him down before he even uses his big move, right? I feel like, yeah, he's dead. Oh, didn't need that close-up croc shot.
Right of combat proclaim the victor. I lay my blades at thy feet, child of man.
Yes, you did, don't deny it. Oh, you're the only one left here, but you're also the one that rezzed me. So I'm gonna honor you. The hard versions of that have him progressively destroy those walls, which is lots of fun. It sounds like it. God, that dude was cool. Does it also, like, have him drop loot? Because I want that sword. Hell yeah. Hey, Tenroy, I appreciate the follow.
You do not disappoint, warrior of light. Would that I had your skill in battle. I do begin to see why so many place their faith in you. For all his savagery, I do not think Ravana one to break his word. Provided the dragons do not trespass upon Nath lands, they should have little to fear of the Primal's biting blades. We have done well, have we not? Come, let us return to Vidofnir and share these glad tidings.
Are you a free trial? I am not. I am still in the free trial, like, phase, but I had already been subbed before, so I couldn't switch to free trial. But that's okay. I am more than happy to pay for this game. It is well worth it. Oh, fuck out of here.
Once more you achieve the impossible, bringer of light. But with every mortal heart that succumbs to fear and fury, another voice is joined to the chorus, beseeching divine succor.
Well, in that case, I'll happily gift you a sword if you would like. Oh, that would be awesome. I feel like I would rather, like, earn it myself, but I seriously appreciate the offer. Is it like actual stats, or is it just glam? I ordered the Slay the Spire board game today. Hell yeah.
At their bidding, warring gods will shake the firmament, and your world will be consumed in the swelling storm of chaos.
It might be stats for you, maybe, but it's worse than Poetics. And the only way to obtain the cool version, sadly, is by having 60 plus crafters. Oof. I'm not quite there yet. Real quick. Is it... Because I might already have the glam. Oh, I can't glam something from that? Okay. I have a different sword that I thought was going to look really cool, but the color on it keeps glitching. The item itself is called the Dead Hive Claymore. Okay, I don't think it's that. The sword that I got, it was like a falchion of some kind. And it looked really cool, but it had like this blue glow on it when you have the sword drawn that like flashes on and off. And I don't think that that's on purpose. Never since we first fought have I seen you drawn upon the full extent of your power, and never from afar until this day. You were a marvel to behold. Well, 'tis time we joined our companions. We will be eager to hear the tale and to continue our journey. There we go. I'm not going around. I will Skyrim horse my way up. Chris, where do you sail? Thank the 12. There you go. Woots Felsar. Yeah, I think Felsar? I'm not sure how that's supposed to be pronounced. Lord Ravana, you say? How curious that the Velth never mentioned his name. And you are quite certain he will keep his word? There was honor beneath his savagery. That we survived the encounter at all was a miracle. A miracle I must attribute to Chris. Never did I doubt you, warrior of light, unlike some. You were gone so long that Master Alphino here nigh lost his wits with worry. Fretting like a maid for her sweetheart, he was. Estinian, was that truly necessary? Not truly necessary, but certainly true. What matters is that the Primal is banished, and our promise fulfilled. We should return to Vidofnir without delay. It's a crystal tower weapon. Yeah, it makes sense it looks bad. With, like, the binding coils, it was the first weapon to ever be added in the game with a particle effect in, like, 2012 or so. Oh, jeez. Well, I'm probably just gonna buy a different Falsar, because I like the shape. But, yeah, that one was a waste of money. I do not like the blinking effect. Lest you forget, this was but a means to secure an audience with the worm. Grace Velget. Nidhogg's minions will not be halted by idle chatter. Come now, we must make every moment count. You are unkind, Justinian. For all his experience and intellect, Alphino is still but a boy. Oh, he looks so sad in the background there. It's like they forgot that he was still in camera shot of the cutscene. Yay, mount speed increased. One step closer to flying. Mourn in passing. Shall we be on our way to annex Shrine then? I would not have the dragons think that we have abandoned or forgotten our bargain. Oh, that's right. There's a 8th right behind him. You might like the Infernal Falsar more. It's from Ephir's Extreme and level 50 crafted with top gear to make it easy. Okay, that's not too bad. My crafters are still low level, but I have like a somewhat decent amount of money now, so I could just buy stuff to craft it and just AFK craft. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Now we won. Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Chris's hand was the Beastman's guard, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat. A promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. I will check out the love quest for crafting. I heard that would be a good idea. I'll have to look into it. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his foe. Oh, I already read that. The deity is slain, then? How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hie you onto the deepest riches. Damn it. I skipped it, and I accidentally did it too quick for me to read it on stream. Get money back while doing it. Anyhow, good luck with the story. Hope you enjoy. I'm having a good time with it. I appreciate you stopping by, though. It's definitely more enjoyable when there's people to talk to. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on that sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern, shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Okay. Is it... Nope, it's past it. Oh, it's way past it. Is it up here? Oh, we got a new dungeon! Excuse me. Oh. I'm supposed to climb up here to get out the back? Yeah, getting money back while crafting is definitely something that I would love. So I'm gonna have quite a bit of a cash grind. And I wonder what would be cheaper. Buying a figment coffin or coffer or buying a house. Oh, poor dead dragon. Got eaten by dinosaurs. This looks like the kind of place that we would run into Ifrit. Ooh, Aether Card. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Don't pay any attention to me, Fire Sprite. If you know what's good for you. Let's see. Is it under challenge log? No. Nope. Where do I check how many, what's it called? How many Aether Currents I need? Oh well. I'll figure it out later. It always reminds me like something out of the older Tomb Raider games. Oh, you're so right. Vidofnir, chill. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to Salmal's summit for thee and thy companions. Aether Currents are under the Travel tab. Okay, I'll find that in a minute. Heed me now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter hath not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcome. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both. Were you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent? For 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldst in check, lest it breed further despair. Justinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment. Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tiamat herself is said to guard this peak. But do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. My man, we're here for peace. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we're here to come... Need I remind you that we are come to parley a peace? That's what I said. Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas to save Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture. And 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgr. but I said nothing of Tiamat. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as Azure Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hresvelgir, our path leads us up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? So I'm all now accessible. Let's go! Let's fight a dragon. Probably a lot of dragons. I wonder how long it's going to take me to get a queue. I would imagine it will. The entire series is on PC. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go. So I'm going to do this dungeon, and then I'm going to call an end to the stream and find somebody to throw a raid out to. Right, let's put a pause on that music. North comes to worse, the OG version is still great, just more retro flavored. That's valid. Alright, let's give this a shot. Pay attention to me, please. Looks like we got a gate here blocking our path, so this will be a good first call. Ooh, getting a little bit low on HP there. Had to pop like all my mitts. I will read what you're saying here in just a sec. Oh, that opened it up. Yeah, my brother and I kind of have a stalemate going where he is a massive One Piece fan trying to get me to start that, while I'm trying to get him to start the trail games. Oh, God. It's like, come on, it's only like 700 hours of your life. That doesn't sound like that bad until you put it in perspective of like, oh, it's only double my playtime with Final Fantasy. Let's grab them all. At least with like One Piece, you could pretty reasonably put it on like 1.5 times speed. That way it doesn't take quite as long. This place is a lot less on fire than I expected it to be. The Trails games do have a turbo 1.5. Oh. I mean, that's kind of based, actually, for a JRPG. Oh, that's unlucky. It dropped an AoE right on the ley lines. I feel like if we let the Hornets get to the boss, that's probably a bad thing. So I'm gonna just kill them real quick. Alright, not bad, not bad. What's in the box? Which I actually use a lot because I'm a really fast reader, and even the fastest text setting usually has me waiting annoyingly long for the next dialogue to run. That's how I used to be, but as I've grown up, I read slower and slower. It's a little bit of a problem. Oh, big red dragon. Come down here and let me fight you. Is that an Astrologian for... Yeah, Astro for healing. I gotta learn Astro. I feel like... Oh. Okay. I guess we'll fight you too. I didn't think you were actually gonna come down here. Yeah, okay, Bozo. Just fly off then. Yeah, grab the treasure. Oh, now we got a blue one. But yeah, as I keep trying to tell my brother, the Trail series is only 11 games. 13 if you count the 2 that aren't localized. Averaging 40 to 70 hours each. God. My version of that is getting into Warhammer 40k isn't that hard. The Horus Heresy only has 60-something books in it. Oh, there's nothing else here for me to pull. Like, even listening to the Horus Heresy on audiobooks is rough. You look sick. You remind me of Barrock. I started reading the Horus Heresy series as Horus Rising came out, and I literally got knocked off the wagon because they were writing the damn books faster than I could read them. Yeah, that sounds about right. I will say, they got too many people working on them. It leads to some issues. Oh. That. It is wild to think that there's 70 or 60 to 70 books in a series that we already know how it ends. The wound is no longer sealed. That's a scary thing to read. Let's see. Let me just greed on everything real quick as I'm walking through here. I don't know what any of them do, but I'll be damned if I'm letting loot go away. I have too many particle effects on the ground. I can't see where the enemy AoEs are. Hey, hit me instead, bozo. But like, also another reason that I haven't gotten caught up on Horus Heresy is because Guardsman stories are cooler. Gaunt's Ghost and Caiaphas Cain go hard. But yeah, that would have been better off starting by releasing a main canon following the Heresy start to finish, and then releasing all the additional stuff, padding out the 30k setting. It's interesting, but it makes it really hard to separate the wheat from the chaff if you're trying to get your bearings. It is rough. It's especially rough once more than one writer starts taking on the stuff and they start accidentally contradicting each other. And then you have to kind of mentally separate stuff into like, oh, this is this author's canon, this is that author's canon. But to be fair, there are some absolute bangers in the pile. Mechanicum is still one of my favorites. I can't remember if I got to Mechanicum or not. I've got to look at where I am again. I think about 20 books in. We got a comet incoming. Okay. Not too bad. Black Mage has a little green thing on their head. Where are we running to? Are we running over here for some reason? I don't know why. I don't know what it does. We got a red thing on me. Oh, and we got a meteor dropping on my head. The Wings of Injury and Tragedy? Okay. We're killing that wing. I'm gonna save that. There we go. Nobody else uses LB, then I'm going to. Ding. Wait, that's not who was in my party. letting everybody else leave, and then I'm gonna yoink these treasure chests for myself. Oh, okay. Ooh, shadow blue dot. That went really smoothly. What is happening? Am I connecting to more crystals than just Heidelin? Oh no, I'm having a heart attack. Okay. Chrysanthemum. What up? It would seem TMN was the last. I sense no other dragons nearby. Check again, bozo. What is happening? Race Velgear wants his eye back. Nidhogg. He roars. He knows we are here, then. His fury. It bleeds through the eye. Oh, yeah, I meant Nidhogg wants his eye back. Fear not, I am yet my own master. But that damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. Oh, Saint Shiva, when will it end?
To the peak of Som Al, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
The churning mist, so driven. Alright. God, that's a nice... Why is it all electrified? Well, that's not good. Let's go turn in this quest. And then I'm going to call it for right now. Oh, and we'll turn to the Aetheryte before I forget. We'll turn to the Aetheryte before I finish the quest in case... I don't know. In case Alphino takes us somewhere. We've reached it at last, the peak of Samal. It is said to be the highest mountains in all of Eorzea. I thought it cold in Kerthus, but the air here carries the chill of a dozen winters. And probably not tomorrow, but probably sometime this weekend, I will be coming back here and working my way through the story once more. I don't know, my style is to get so excited to turn in the quest, I do that first, and then like 3 more to get myself halfway across the zone before realizing you never attuned. Yeah, that was my issue the first time I went through all of Limsa. Yeah. I forgot to attune to the Aetheryte of the PvP area. So I had to work my way all the way back to Morabe Dry Docks and find the ferryman there. It was a time. But for now, let's get like a nice little view. It's a long way down. Fancy ass chocobo with a bunch of weapons of light on it. Well, that doesn't look good at all. In fact, I'd say that looks bad. That looks like no good. We're going to deal with that later. For right now, we are going to go ahead and throw a quick raid out to... Let's see here. We are going to throw a raid to Marla, who it looks like she is currently playing some retro Kirby. Noxious Purple Mist is very in this season. All the top designers agree. Well, you know, who am I to argue? That's so valid. I didn't take classes on interior design. I could be very wrong. But yeah, we're gonna throw a quick raid out to Marley. Looks like she's playing some Kirby. Appreciate you all stopping by. And for the people viewing this once it goes out on YouTube, I am currently working on getting myself up to 50 subs, so that way I can multi-stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So dropping a like and a sub would be greatly appreciated, but not necessary. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time.